Hey guys, Angry Beast here, bringing you some Bounty Hunter gameplay on the map Gotham Light Power using this Marshall sniper rifle here. I got the 4x zoom scope on, and the Marshall is one of those weapons that's really effective at range when you go for headshots. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, it's a weapon that requires a lot of precision to be a good weapon, and considering the fact that there's no aim assist in this game, it really hinders its performance compared to fully automatic weapons like the Shredder or even the Jackhammer at a range. I mean, the Jackhammer at range is crazy effective, and I just wonder why they made this weapon so weak with no aim assist and low bullet damage unless you hit the head. But if you can be accurate with the headshots in this game, definitely go for this weapon. I mean, while it isn't hard to get headshots in this game against the heavier body types at range because of the bad sensitivity of this game, to be perfectly honest, combined with the inability to have aim assist on targets at longer range, really suffers for weapons like the sniper rifles, and that's why I wouldn't recommend the sniper rifles in almost any scenario in this game. Unless you can find a good defensive position on a choke point in a fumigation or a bounty hunter, you're better off using any other weapon in the game. It just hands down is pretty worthless. I've been messing around with these targeting goggles, and they're one of those things where they're very situational, but when you use them with a sniper rifle, they can be very effective because knowing where your opponent is really gives you that chance to outplay them, and having a constant track of where he is, it's almost better than a Blackbird, to be perfectly honest. While a Blackbird is automated, it does have its advantages, but I think that the targeting goggles have have extreme purposes against close range targets where with the sniper rifle I can tag them, I can bag them, and I can move on with my day, because I would never have had the advantage in that gunfight had I run into their head first without knowing where that guy was. And like right there, I tried to reload because I didn't know he was there. He pops out from behind cover. I guess I was tagged or something. And that's just what the targeting goggles will do for you. They'll let you have that confidence to run in situations where you normally wouldn't be able to win. And it just gives you that little bit of warning about where a target is, and that's critical in any first-person shooter. The person who knows where their opponent is will win 95% of the gunfights. It just is how first-person shooter works. One major flaw with all sniper rifles except the Buccaneer in this game is that they can't shoot through cover, and that's really unfortunate. I have one clip though of me getting a wallbang headshot with the Buccaneer, and that's awesome. But the fact is that I can't shoot through walls, so it hinders my performance as a sniper, because if I could combine shooting through walls with these targeting goggles, I could get a lot more kills. But because you can't really get many kills with the targeting goggles and shooting through walls, you really have to make sure you know where your opponents are, and you can pick those shots wisely. Like right here, I never should have been shooting. I should have waited. I should have slowed down my shots, waited for him to walk into my crosshairs, because he ends up coming back for revenge, and I die to him. And it's just one of those things where it takes time to master the sniper rifles, and I have by no means mastered them at this point. I'm not great as baby, but you take a lot of skill in this game. That's a good thing and a bad thing. Reminds me a little bit of the Black Ops snipers, but they're almost worse than the Black Ops snipers, if that's even possible. Just the fact that it's almost impossible to get a one-hit kill with this sniper rifle against a heavy body type who's at full health makes it a bad choice for most scenarios where you're going to run into. However, though, if you can navigate the map to your advantage, you can find long lines of sight, like the one I was in right there inside that window, right down into their spawn, and it can spawn trap very effectively. The only way, though, that it's really going to be effective is if you have a good close-range secondary, and that's why I packed the Gatekeeper here. The Gatekeeper is one of those weapons that's a good all-around secondary. I think its #1 advantage is that it has low recoil, and not many weapons can say that in this game. You got the Jackhammer and the Shredder, which have crazy amounts of recoil, so I really can't suggest them. And you have other weapons like the Partisan, which have average recoil, but you have this weapon which has almost no recoil, which makes it a very effective secondary weapon, albeit with very low damage. The other weapon that I'd really suggest using as backup to this would be the Chaperone. I think it is the fully automatic shotgun, because that can be very effective as a sniper rifle, a sniper, because if you can tag all those people in there, if I could have run in there with a shotgun, or like the Chaperone through the window or something, and I could just spray them all down, I would have been very effective as a sniper. But unfortunately that doesn't happen, and having the right weapon for the right situation is a very critical task. Oh man, we just got destroyed by that guy's trap in the box. And knowing what weapon to use in the right situation comes over time, but in Bounty Hunter most of the time, if you have a sniper rifle primary, you're doing it wrong. Bounty Hunter is one of those game modes that's just always close quarters, and you never can assume that a guy's not going to be right in front of you, because it's just how the game mode works, and that makes explosives very powerful in this game mode. You can use them to cover your back, or you can use them as an offensive weapon very effectively. So I wouldn't recommend the lighter body types. I mean, there's just so many Thunder Dragons and so many pipe bombs that get thrown in this game mode. As a lighter body type, you're just going to get destroyed by those guys who just know you're going to be there and just throw grenades constantly through the windows. And that's one thing that I think this game did wrong, was how it managed equipment count. I think that Modern Warfare 2 did that pretty good. I mean, you got equipment for using scavenger, running over scavenger packs. With the exception of One-Man Army, that game was pretty good as far as how it handled that stuff. But when you take a look at this game, you automatically get grenades, you get motion sensors, and you get trap in the box and stuff over time, which means that I can simply camp back and throw down my motion sensors, and I can throw down my jack in the boxes, and I can just wait for them to do all the killing for me, and I don't have to worry about running forward to pick up scavenger packs to get my grenades and stuff. So that really does promote a defensive style of play. Oh, we just get destroyed by this guy who sneaks up behind us. But besides that, the game mode is very fun, and it's a very, very fast-paced game mode. And if you want a crazy game mode like this, I would definitely try jumping into this and just try and find the choke points in the map. If you can learn the choke points in a bounty hunter setting, then you can easily destroy people. I mean, I still haven't learned them all, but on this map, it's right here where all the action goes down. If you flank around behind the people and go through their back building, it's simple to pick up it's crazy simple to get like a quad or a 5-man feed, because everybody just expects you to just run to right where you died, and that's just what this game mode does. Right in some ways and wrong in some ways. In some ways, it feels like that's the only way you can go, and it gets frustrating at times, because it just seems to be so linear. But at other times, you can take a flank route and you can just destroy people who just expect you to keep running at them. Now, at this point, we're down by 4 points, and it's getting towards the end of the game. So the game we end up losing. We lose by like one coin or something, and that's unfortunate. That's how a lot of bounty hunters actually seem to end for me. They end up being tied or even very close to the end like this, and that's a fun thing. It keeps games competitive, it keeps them fun, and it really, really, really just adds to the overall feel of the game mode. Ooh, nice double pick up the bounty there. So, when you're playing Bounty Hunter, though, one key thing to take away is to navigate the map properly. As with any game mode, if you take the wrong route to a place, then you're just going to get destroyed. It's even more critical in this one, where you know someone's going to be there. If I had taken a left here, we probably could have ended up winning the game. Unfortunately, I ran right at these guys, and I think we'll lose the game coming up in a second here. So, you know, overall, the game was fun, but I wouldn't recommend it for any sort of long kill streaks. But anyways, guys, I'm Angry Beast signing out. Catch you guys in the next video.